run like sheep. All those masses of people, they just follow where everyone's going. Where are they going? I don't know, but we're all going together. They wind up broke at age 70 going, oh man, how did this happen? And the unfortunate part about being broke at 70 is then you get your pension, which is, you know, less than 50% of what you could have lived on for the first 70 years. I mean, that's not exciting, right? So all we've got to do is keep it simple. Keep your options open when it comes to making money. Well, it all depends. What is it? Not something I can do from anywhere. Simple system, anyone could do it. Doesn't require any selling. Best part is, doesn't take much of my time. Would you like to have a look at it? Okay. What's your email address? I'm going to shoot a couple of links over to you. As soon as you've looked at the information, call me straight back. If you don't hear from me by tomorrow, I'll give you a buzz just to make sure you got the email. Now, all you're doing, because they won't phone you back, a few of them will. A few people like Phil Jacobson, the light bulb salesman that was at the end of his rope, and he said, you know what, by the end of the day, I'm going to do something because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Those are the people you're looking for. It's like going through a deck of cards. How many cards are there in a deck of cards? 52 cards. How many aces? 4. Okay, so you already know, if I'm paying you money for the aces in a deck of cards, you already know you're going to be disappointed 48 times out of 52. But you don't really care because I'm paying you the money for the aces. So you turn it over. 8 of clubs. 3 of hearts. Queen of hearts. 2 of spades. Now some people say, well, I already made 4 calls and no one's interested. What do you do? Right? Of course no one's interested. What you've got to do is you've got to get through the numbers. So we've got to do something that's so simple that you can do it quickly. Why? Well, if you want to find the 4 aces, and you determine that you're going to turn over 1 card every day, right? Or 1 card every week, how long would it take you to find 4 aces? It would take a year. 1 card a week. Right? But if you decided you were turning over 1 card a minute, how long would it take you to find 4 aces? You'd find them in less than an hour. So does that mean that one person's smarter than the other? No. It means someone's turning things over faster than the next time. So what you've got to do when you're looking for your business partners is come up with a quick and simple way that you can find out whether they're interested or not. You could say something like, hey, do you keep your options open when it comes to making money? Okay, it's pretty simple. What if they said, well, it all depends what it is. What is it? Well, something I can do from anywhere. Simple system, anyone can do it. It doesn't require any selling. Best part is, it doesn't take much of my time. Would you like to check it out? Okay. Great, what's your email address? Let me shoot a couple of things over to you. As soon as you've looked at them, call me straight back, okay? If I don't hear from you by tomorrow, I'll just give you a buzz, make sure you got the email. Does that sound fair enough? Okay. So when you're actually talking to that person, all you care about is, hey, would you like me to show you how we make money with that? And they'll go, okay. And then what do you do? The next part is where you make all the money. Okay, so if you haven't got anything that I've said thus far, you gotta take down this. I'm gonna give you 3 words, it's magic that'll unlock the lock. Okay, this is the secret of network marketing. Okay? It is such a prolific secret, it's gonna make you so much money. After you figure it out, you go, oh my word, are you kidding me? How come I didn't get that earlier? And you'll go back and you'll talk to your sponsor and they'll go, I know. But you know, these 3 words are going to literally revolutionize your life. They will make you a 6-figure residual income, even part-time in the next 18 months, if you do them. They're very important words. These are undoubtedly the most exciting words that you'll ever hear. The 3 words are, you don't talk.
You don't talk.
You don't talk. You go, well, hang on a second. How am I going to make money if I'm not talking? Well, because your job is to take this person now that is interested and introduce them to somebody who's making money, who knows what they're talking about. Because if you're just brand new in the business, I'll promise you, you're not making any money, and quite clearly you don't know what you're talking about. So why would I want you talking to anybody? So who do we introduce them to? We introduce them to someone called a knowledgeable upline. Now what does the knowledgeable upline do? Well, they answer the questions And quite frankly, all they're gonna do is say, well, look, I know you've already seen the Moringa video, because that was one of the links that I sent you. I know you've already seen a little bit about the company, because that was on the PowerPoint, it was on one of those links that I sent you. So really, I don't need to talk about Ken Brailsford, I don't need to talk about the Moringa plant, you've already got all that information. All I can tell you is when people get started with us, generally they pick up one of three packets. One's called a personal system, one's called a Builder 1, one's called a Builder 2. And you should start with the Builder 2, because if I'm gonna be your business mentor, I want you making money. Okay, and the reason you should start with the Builder 2 is because they pay you 50% more money for the first 6 months for doing exactly the same thing as everybody else. If you were going for a job and they said, we'll pay you 10 bucks an hour, 15 bucks an hour, 20 bucks an hour, which one would you choose? 20 bucks an hour, right? Why? Well, why not? Doing the same job, may as well make more money. That's exactly what we do. Right? Now you'll say, well, hang on a second, how much does a Builder 2 cost? Well, it's $1,300 and something dollars, $1,400, maybe $1,500 with tax. I don't know what the taxes are like here. 15? 10 minutes. I got 10 minutes, thank you. Okay. 13.20. So 13.20 plus some tax or whatever. And they say, oh my word, I don't have $1,300. Are you out of your mind? Well, what you're going to say is, well, look, it looks like I got here just in time because you're living in the United States of America. If you're 40 years of age, you can't come up with $1,300. I can promise you what you're doing is not working. And they might be a little offended at that, but it'll make them go, I guess the guy's right. Living in the richest country in the world, been working, I'm 40, I haven't got $1,000. Obviously what I'll do is not working. So I'll say, I got here just in time. We'll save you for that. Now come up with $1,400. Well, where am I going to get that from? I say, well, that's your problem. I don't know. But I got a success system here that'll make you lots of money. All you got to do is come up with $1,400, and you can get started with less. But why would I want you to get started with less? The people that do well in this business do well because they've got lots of product, they're getting it out to the hands of other people. The stories that are coming back from the product is one of the things that will fuel your success. So if I'm getting my product out to 20 people, and you're getting your product out to 2 people, who's going to have the most stories? Me. Because I got one more product out there than you. So I'm going to grow 10 times as fast as you, not because I'm any better, I just got that much more exposure in the market than you, that's all. That's why you need to start with a Builder 2. And your knowledgeable upline will know how to talk you through that. Because remember, the 3 most important words, you don't talk. You don't have to know all the answers. Right? Your knowledgeable upline is making thousands of dollars a week of everything that you're going to be doing. Why not let them do the work? And the reason why you don't talk is because now your knowledgeable upline that you've introduced your prospect to, your knowledgeable upline runs through, answers all the questions, and then says to your prospect, can you do what Phil's doing? And your prospect will be going, well, Phil's not doing it. He's just sitting on the phone. He hasn't even said a word. And the knowledgeable upline will say, exactly. Can you be quiet if I do all the work, provided you're making all the money? They'll go, I think I can do that. And then, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do the same thing over and over and over, and you'll get 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 people frontline to you. Guess what happens when you got 30 people frontline to you in your organization? You're starting to make money. And believe me, if you listen to Greg Bibb over and over and over and over, Phil Jacobson over and over, or Mike Buck or Chip, or you listen to these guys over and over and over, after a while you go, oh my word, I know exactly what they're going to say next. They always say the same thing. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. That's why you have to be quiet. Because then you're showing your prospect that you don't need to talk to make money. They'll say, well, I cannot talk. That's very duplicatable. Now, some of us have to practice for a little bit. But most everyone cannot talk. And that's what's duplicatable about the business. It's really as simple as that. So you can have something that's so simple, you can even do it while you're on hold at work. I'm on hold. How long are you on hold? I don't know, 5 minutes. It's just like, hey, do you keep your options open when it comes to making money? Oh, you do? What am I doing? Oh, it's simple. I can do it from anywhere. It's a simple system. Anyone can do it. Doesn't require any selling. Best part is, doesn't take much of my time. You want to check it out? You do? What's your email address? I'm still on hold. Yeah. No, what I'll do is I'll shoot this thing over to you, just a couple of links. As soon as you've looked at it, give me a call. Actually, if I don't hear from you by tomorrow, I'll just give you a buzz, make sure you got the email. Sound fair enough? Okay, good. I'm still on hold. How many times a day could you do that? Phil Jacobson, back in 2010, December, decided I could do that lots. So I used to spend about, I don't know, 9 or 10, 11, 12 hours a day on the phone doing what? You keep your options open when it comes to making money. And you know what? 8 months later, Phil Jacobson was a triple diamond executive distributor, making stacks of money. My wife's going, what's going on? She's like, I don't mind it, but this is amazing. I said, absolutely. That's all I do. People say, well, it can't be that simple. Okay. How would you do it? They say, well, it can't be that simple. Yeah, it is. The difficult part in this business after a while is trying to explain to people how simple it is. That's the hard work. Because really this boils down to getting to be like a seminar on how you put your pants on every day. So you put the left leg in, then you put the right leg in, and then you pull them up. So hang on a second, I put my right leg in first, what do? Doesn't matter. Then you put your left leg in. I heard that people wear a belt. Yeah, well, you can do that. Do I have to wear a belt? What kind of belt? It doesn't matter. Just like it's simple. You know, if we keep it that simple, people say, oh my goodness, anybody could do this. And you go, right. Now the one problem that does happen with this, and I've got to be upfront and honest, the one problem that you get is that my knowledgeable upline, right, if it was great, is doing all the work, I'm sitting there not doing anything, right? So I eventually become the knowledgeable upline, right? I've got my group of 30 people. So now as the knowledgeable upline, my group is introducing me to people and I'm telling them the same story that Ray was telling me. But after a while, it's so duplicatable that they start being the knowledgeable upline. Well, and the problem I've got is that no one's talking to me anymore. They'll buzz off and they do their own thing. I'm sitting around making all this money. I got nothing to do with it. So then we go to Tennessee.